We're nearing the end of the count up from Passover to Shavuot. It's so nice that it's not a countdown, because if I had to endure 50 days of having the song, the final countdown, going through my head, I might not make it. It's day 45 of 50 that bridges Passover and Shavuot. A key truth of Jewish life is revealed in these links. Shavuot is a holiday of our receiving Torah. The Torah is the context, the content, the material that we use to explore what our actions should be, what our purpose in life might be. And it's linked to Pesach. Passover is when the children of Israel emerged from Egypt as a nation, an Am, a people. Not just the extended family or clan that descended into Egypt, but a nation journeying from a foreign land to its national homeland. Shavuot is about Torah, what the West calls religion, and Pesach is a strong national component, what the West calls peoplehood or nationhood. And Judaism isn't one or the other. It's not just religion, and it's not just being a people or a nation. It's both, which is one reason why Jewishness is complicated, doesn't quite fit into Western society's boxes, and why some Jews can ignore Torah and still be Jews, and why, no matter how secular one is, we shouldn't fall into that trap. Torah is our story. It's not a book of instructions of what we're supposed to follow, but it's a way of learning, of arguing, and of understanding who we are. Not because it's a book of commandments from on high, or because it teaches history, or because it depicts good role models. Some people think that it does some or all those things. But even if those things are true, and they might not be, that's not why Torah is important. All people need a story. All nations need a story. Societies fall apart, sociologists say, if they don't have some sense of a common narrative of where they came from and what is valuable and what our feelings are and where we're going. We live in a time when such stories are fragmenting, and the Torah's exploration, the manifestly imperfect and sometimes problematic and sometimes inspiring and sometimes incorrigibly selfish tendencies in human nature, help us understand what our story can be, what our future can be. And it gives us a common language to understand success and failure and everything in between. I recently saw a video of the documentarian Ken Burns giving his commencement speech at Brandeis University. And he spoke of the need for common stories, is obviously what his career is, and of the unchanging tendencies of human nature. He says that history is a tragedy, not a melodrama. In melodramas, Burns says, the good people are perfectly good and the bad people are perfectly bad and everything is simple. But that's not the way life in fact is. Tragedies include a hero who suffers and struggles and ultimately dies. We suffer and struggle, and we all know what our fate ultimately is, and we need to make sense of it. We do it with stories. We do it with study. That's our people's story, and that's our journey, and that's our Torah. That's part of why we celebrate Shavuot. Chag Sameach, Shabbat Shalom.